What are 5 things that financial planners can learn from the success of Disney Plus? Now, I finally caved this week. I gave in and I subscribed to Disney Plus. It's fair to say that cabin fever has well and truly set in. So I was on the TV looking for something to watch one evening and Disney Plus was right there. I went for it. I haven't quite completed Netflix yet, but I was looking for something different and something new to watch on TV, and it was right there. It was an easy thing to do. Disney Plus has been in the news this week with the quite impressive news that it's reached 50 million subscribers in just 5 months. Now, to put that into context, it took Netflix a whopping 2 years to reach just 30 million subscribers, and Disney Plus also boasted 10 million subscribers on day one of their launch. So an incredibly successful project, and looking at some of the factors behind that success, I think there are some important learning points for financial planners. The first thing I want to talk about then, the first learning point, is nostalgia. Now, Disney Plus is really working on that nostalgia message, that nostalgia vibe, and that's why it's so attractive. Disney, of course, is a much loved brand, and it's a loved brand going all the way back to about 1923, I think it is, when it launched. So there's something for everyone, regardless of when you grew up, when your childhood was. You've probably got some favourite Disney moments. Now, for me, as a 40-year-old, growing up in the sort of 80s, early 90s, those favourite Disney moments were things like Bedknobs and Broomsticks and Robin Hood, and of course The Lion King. But for older generations, people growing up maybe in the 60s, it would be a whole different set of nostalgia appealing to them from being part of that Disney experience. So the key lesson here for financial planners is think about the age of your target clients and then work your way back. When were they growing up? So if you're working with predominantly 60-year-olds and they were growing up in the mid to late 1960s, early 1970s, what were some of the popular TV programs then? What can you tap into from a nostalgia point of view? Things like Bewitched, things like the Flintstones, even the Star Trek original series would have been popular and on television around then. So nostalgia is a really, really big learning point. The second learning point, I think, from Disney Plus and its success is a very low barrier to entry. It was almost too easy to become a subscriber. A few clicks on the Apple TV remote control and I was there. There's also a very low cost involved, $5.99 a month and no tie-in, so a monthly subscription I can cancel at any time. Now, when you make it that easy to become a customer, it's almost like a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? There's no real barrier to you pressing yes, pressing buy, etc. So thinking about your own onboarding process, how people become clients of your business, how easy is it for them to become clients, or is there a big barrier they have to overcome first? And I think that's a key lesson for financial planners too. The easier we make it for somebody to sign up to our services, the more likely it is they will sign up and become a client. So remove all those barriers and almost look at it through your customer's eyes, your prospective client's eyes. What is it about onboarding with you that is difficult or scary, might put them off? And then review all those things, make it much simpler, streamline it as much as possible. The third key lesson from the success of Disney Plus for financial planners is its omnipresence of marketing. Its marketing messages are absolutely everywhere. Now, you would have to have been living in a cave somewhere not to have seen the adverts for Disney Plus over the past few months. They really were everywhere. There are no firm figures on how much was spent on that particular campaign, but estimates ranging about $600 million total for this year. That's a lot of money, absolutely, but they've pocketed a huge reward from that huge amount of marketing spend as well. So they've made sure they're everywhere. They've used influencers, they've had fan events, they've had sign-up kiosks at various stores and theme parks and things. And of course, they've also had partnerships. Verizon was the big one that gave them access to around 17 million subscribers on day one. So think about how you can get your message everywhere. So the learning point here from a financial planner perspective is, where are your prospective clients looking? And then making sure that wherever they're looking, wherever they hang out, wherever they spend their time and their attention, that's where your messages are. You want to be seen in every single possible place where your prospective clients are. Lesson number 4 is about timing. Now, I jokingly said on Twitter a couple of weeks ago that maybe it's Disney and Disney Plus who are behind the coronavirus. They have timed the launch and the full launch of Disney Plus absolutely perfectly, haven't they? Yeah, lots of people at home looking for content to consume, probably a little bit bored in some cases, and here it is, a simple solution: new, fresh content you want to engage with. So timing is everything. Now, there's some recommended reading here, a book called When by Daniel Pink, and it's all about the scientific secrets behind perfect timing, because there is some science behind timing. It's not complete potluck. And if you can improve the timing of your launch, of your service, of what you bring to market, you just stand that much better chance of it really resonating with your ideal clients at that point. Lesson number 5 for financial planners then is about just how compelling the marketing message is. Now, I probably would have spent $5.99 a month on Disney Plus if it had just been Disney content, their entire back catalogue. That would be worth it. But of course, it wasn't just Disney. It was Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic. And every time we saw their marketing messages, they really hammered home the fact that you were getting access to content from these really fantastic brands with your Disney Plus subscription. So having a really powerful and a really clear marketing message is so important too. I also like the fact that Disney Plus didn't try and overwhelm its audience when it came to new content. Yes, there was the promise of some new content to come, but really it centered around the Mandalorian from Star Wars, which is brilliant, by the way. Do go and check that out if you get the opportunity to. So it was a very simple but a very effective marketing message, and I think that's why one of the reasons it works so well. Now, I love it when a brand like Disney gets things so right, and I think we can unpick their success and look for those key learning points. So for financial planners, do look at nostalgia. Nostalgia is such an important thing. What is nostalgic for your target audience, your target demographic? Look at the simplicity of your marketing message, but also how simple it is to become a client. Remove all those barriers to entry. Think about the perfect timing of this. If you can get the timing of your launch, of your proposition right, all the better. It just improves your chances of success. Make sure your marketing is omnipresent. Be everywhere that your target customers, your target clients are. And last but not least, make sure you have a really compelling and value-packed proposition for your customers too. I'm Martin Bamford from Bamford Media. I hope that was interesting, looking at some of the factors of success that financial planners can apply when it came to the launch of Disney Plus. Until next time, thank you for watching.